Hallo, ich bin Suprema de la Rouge.
Und ich bin Dorian Dietrich.
Und wir sind die
Schmetterling
Showgirls.
Last week, we learned the verb haben, meaning to have, as in ich habe eine Katze or ich habe eine Banane. Do we remember how to conjugate that, Suprema?
Well, I do. How about you?
Let's see. Ich habe, du hast, or sie hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben.
Very nice. Very good.
I remembered a thing. All your Germanness must be rubbing off on me.
Today we have something new and fun to teach you, but in order to make sure that it makes sense to you, I have to go today into grammar mode.
Grammar mode! I love grammar mode, especially because you are a sexy, sexy professorin.
Yes, I am. Today, we're going to tell you about the different parts of a sentence, particularly parts subject, verb, and object.
Ooh.
Imagine a sentence as Lego blocks. In order to function as a sentence, each Lego block needs to be there so that the sentence makes sense.
Just make sure you don't step on your Lego block sentence parts because it's really going to hurt.
That hurts a lot, that's true. So we're going to talk about three main ones today. We're going to talk about the subject first.
Oh, Miss Suprema.
Yes, Dorian.
What's a subject?
The subject is the person or the thing that is doing the action in a sentence.
Oh, okay. So like in ich habe eine Katze, then ich would be the subject?
Yes, that is correct. The next building block I want to talk about is the verb.
What's a verb?
A verb is a word that describes an action. You've already learned quite a few verbs like lesen, heißen, essen.
But you said there was one more part that we were going to learn. What's that one?
Yes, the third block that I'm going to talk about is the object.
What's an object, Suprema?
The object is the person or the thing that receives the action or that the action is done to.
Oh, that makes things extra complicated.
Let me give you an example. In the sentence, ich habe eine Katze, the word ich is the subject. That's the person that does an action. Then there is habe, which is the verb. That's the action. I have something. And then ich habe eine Katze. Eine Katze is the object. That's the person or the thing that the action is done to. So you have the object. You have the cat.
Gotcha. That makes so much more sense now. Thank you.
I'm very glad it does.
So Suprema, is there anything special grammar-wise that we have to do in German when dealing with these objects?
Yes, there is. We actually have different types of objects in German. And today we're going to talk about the first one, the accusative object.
Oh, what does accusative mean?
The accusative object shows the relationship between the object and the verb by answering the question, to whom or what is the action done to?
So, what does this mean for us when looking at the sentence, ich habe eine Katze?
Well, the object here answers the question, what do I have? I have a cat. So now when we have the accusative object, we sometimes have to change the article that comes with the noun within the object. Remember, we have Katze, which is our object. The article is die Katze. Here there is no change, but for other articles there is. Take a look at our chart.
Oh, so this actually doesn't look as hard as I was afraid it was going to be, because the only time the article changes is when we have a masculine object.
Exactly. For example, we had the word Hund before. Der Hund, remember, Herr Dietrich had a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Here we would have a change. If I would say, ich habe den Hund, while the article is usually der Hund.
Ah, so we're just changing it so that it has an N ending instead.
Exactly.
But if I had a book, for example, then it would just be, das Buch or ein Buch.
Exactly.
That one's new.
There's no change when it comes to das and die. The only change that happens is with any masculine noun in the object. The article der changes to den.
And if we were using the indefinite article, then how would it change?
Here, instead of saying ein Hund, it becomes einen Hund.
Oh, okay. And so the changing of these articles kind of helps indicate to us that we're using accusative here?
That is correct.
Oh, that's super cool. I love it when the grammar is actually kind of helpful.
And when it makes sense, right?
Yes. So I don't know about our viewers at home, but I could use a little more practice using the accusative, because this is kind of a big grammar concept. But let's try it with a different verb. We touched on Essen last week, and I would love to hear more about eating. Should we go ahead and conjugate it for them?
Sure, let me do that for you. Ich esse, du isst, isst, sie isst, es isst, wir essen, ihr esst, und sie essen, for plural as well as the formal you.
Suprema, is this another one of those irregular verbs again?
It is, yes. You just have to learn it and memorize the different conjugated forms of Essen in order to use it.
At least this one's not too tricky, because it just changes that one letter from E to I. Okay, so we can take some of what we learned last week and put it together with what we just learned to make some sentences about what we do and do not eat. So, Suprema, do you eat chocolate?
Yes, I like to eat chocolate. So in that case, I would say, ich esse die Schokolade.
Do you like to eat bread?
Oh, I love eating bread.
I mean, you're German. How could you not like eating bread? You have good bread memory.
Right. So in that case, I would say, ich esse das Brot.
Is there something that you don't like to eat?
Yeah, I don't like apples too much. That's a new word here that we would use. It would be der Apfel, the apple.
How would you say that you don't eat apples in German?
I would say, ich esse keinen Apfel.
Oh, see, there's that kein word again. So we got our negation, and then you changed it to keinen because it's accusative, and this is a masculine noun. And so we had to add that en ending.
Exactly. We had to make sure that the N is at the end.
But then in all our other examples, nothing really changed because...
Exactly.
Okay. You know who doesn't like bread?
Who?
My friend Tim.
What? Oh my goodness.
Tim isst kein Brot.
Oh, there's the word kein again.
Yeah, but this time we didn't have to put the en on the end of it because Brot is a neuter noun.
I see.
And you know, I also have this friend, Alina, who doesn't eat chocolate because she's allergic.
Oh no, that's so bad.
Alina isst keine Schokolade.
Oh, I see. And again, nothing changes here. It's just the regular indefinite article, correct?
Correct. Now, all of these are technically accusative, It's just that we only see a change occur in the masculine.
Oh, Dorian, do you know what time it is?
No, what time is it? Is it time for grammar mode again?
No, it's time for the word of the week.
That's even better than grammar mode. And you know what? I know what the word of the week is this week.
Oh, wow. Tell us, please.
The word of the week is der Kuchen.
Ooh, der Kuchen.
It's a really good word, right?
It's such a good word.
What do you think this means? Oh, this one is so good right now because I feel like people are going to be having a lot of tasty treats, hopefully in the safety of their own homes. Der Kuchen means a cake.
Cake. I love cake.
Do you want to level up our word of the week? What if they wanted to say that they're having a piece of cake?
Ooh, that means ein Stück Kuchen.
Oh, what if you wanted to say that I have a piece of cake?
I would say, ich habe ein Stück Kuchen.
Love it. We came full circle. And on that note, we're done for this episode. See you next time. Cheers.
Well, here we go.
Los gays.
So today it is me who's going to go into grammar mode.
Ooh, Professorin. Sehr, sehr heiß.